Picture this. You are sipping your cafe sedan in Saigon and scrolling your banking app. And boom, your bank account vanishes in thin air. No email, no warning, just a digital black hole where your money used to be. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, for millions in Vietnam, it's a reality, as Vietnam wiped out over 86 million bank accounts. That's right, 86 million. The official narrative says it's about security and efficiency, but come on, this screams of the World Economic Forum playbook.
I do not see this being spoken about enough. Vietnam closed another 86 million bank accounts a week after Thailand froze 3 million bank accounts. And you guys want to know the whole reason why they're doing this to people? It's because people aren't trying to comply with this whole digital ID thing. Basically, they're trying to digitize everything. They're trying to digitize your identity. They're trying to automate and digitize the jobs and the workforce. They're also trying to automate and digitize the financial industry. And it's happening in Thailand, bro. Like, this isn't just some Western concept. You often see people talk about, like, is the end times only happening in America? No, they do it in these other countries where media isn't that popular because they can get away with it much better. People will go along with it. It's easier for them to manipulate when all the eyes aren't on said topic. And it's coming here. Yeah, it is. I'll show you. Quick Google search. Is digital IDs coming to America? Yes, they are coming to the US. And it says here that digital IDs can be saved in digital wallets like an Apple wallet or a Google wallet. Guys, look, we're here. This like is really happening, bro. Like Terminator, all these movies, WALL-E, iRobot, like all these movies, they tried to warn us, bro. And it's not that they tried to warn us. They really just were letting us know what's going to happen in the future. Will you be getting a digital ID? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, let me know your thoughts regarding this digital ID and what all you think is really going on here. But hey, you know, we were warned. We definitely were warned. The Bible says in Revelation 13 that no man would be able to buy or sell save he receive a mark.
You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. Our immigration system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
G20 just announced this week that they are launching worldwide digital identification modeled after the digital COVID ID pass, and they want to use it to help monitor climate change. People, welcome to your social credit system. Yet another thing we were told was nothing but a theory that unfortunately is nothing but truth. They are calling it DPI, Digital Public Infrastructure. According to the United Nations, DPI is a critical accelerator of the Sustainable Development Goals, also known as SDGs, and was selected by the United Nations Secretary General as one of the 12 high-impact initiatives with potential to get the SDGs back on track. They are calling it SDG Digital. New Zealand's own Ashley Bloomfield is giving a seminar in Parliament on the 28th of September on how New Zealand can best implement the Sustainable Development Goals. Yeah, if you think this won't affect you, you're deeply mistaken.
Every newborn in the US will get a digital ID at birth. You're not going to believe this. Starting January 2026, every baby born in the United States will automatically receive a digital ID at birth. We're not just talking name and birthday, we're talking retina scan fingerprints and even DNA data stored permanently. The new law, called the Digital Security Act, is being introduced to enhance child safety and national security. This digital ID will be required to enroll in school, access hospitals, and even sign up for apps. And no parental consent won't be required. It's considered a federal mandate. Some states have already confirmed if a child isn't digitally registered, they won't qualify for health insurance. Privacy advocates are sounding the alarm. This could be the start of lifelong surveillance. But supporters argue it's essential to prevent child trafficking and identity theft. So, is this the future of security or the end of personal freedom? Let me know in the comments.
And as you can see, Mr. Mayonnaise is doing what he does best. And what is that? What does he do best? Following the game plan, following the movie script, following what he was paid to do. This damn villain in the movie He's setting forth his beast system, bringing forth the mark of the beast, and doing exactly what Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wanted him to do. You see? Yeah, all roads, once again, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, all roads lead to the mark of the beast. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you better wake up. If your father father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are a biblical Israelite. Not according to your skin color, not according to the languages that you are speaking, not according to the lands that you are dwelling in. But if your father father is a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, you are a biblical Israelite. And it's high time for you to understand and realize what's going on, what's happening, and that you living in a movie. And that the Holy Bible, the scriptures, the word of God is the movie script. And the only way you're going to understand the movie is by listening to the men of the Lord, the prophets. And that truth, this 100% correct doctrine, breakdowns and all, is with the men of Great Millstone and those that teach like unto us. And you will always know who we are because we always give double honors to our elders at Great Millstone before we speak. So this is Revelation chapter 13. Because as you can see, this they already bringing over there. And if you don't know, whatever happens in the east always come to the west. It always happened in the east first, then it comes to the west. So understand and know that the events that you're seeing happening over there on the other side of the pond will soon be over here on this side of the pond. And again, all roads lead to the mark. And this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. What was the first beast before this beast? What was the empire ruling before this empire, before this American empire, the Roman Empire? So you're living in the extended leg of the Roman Empire. This is what this American empire has brought forth, the extended leg of the Roman Empire. Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth and the sight of man. So he doeth great wonders with what? With his technology. So that he make a fire come down from heaven on the earth and the sight of men. Yeah, this is what this man does. Who is this he? Who does this? Esau, Edom, Idumea, the so-called YT man, Mr. Mayonnaise, the red boy himself. Okay? He is the man that does this. He is the man with all his DARPA. Once again, with all his DARPA. Okay, look it up. DARPA. With all his DARPA weaponry, causing all type of fires, all type of wonders, man. Not even to bring up his heart machines. All right. So this man have all type of great wonders, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Yeah, he deceived you. Deceive who? All that dwell on the earth. Yeah. All you everyday Joe Blows who have no clue, no idea what the hell is going on. You caught up in the sauce. You caught up in the dream. Yeah, you are being deceived by the miracles. Again, what is this man miracles? What is this man great wonders? His technology, from his media all the way to his weaponry, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Yeah, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, in the sight of his power structure. Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast. Yeah, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should go with the image. What is the image? Where does this man wants to take things? He wants to bring forth his what? His fourth industrial revolution. Merging man with computers. You see that? The Internet of Things. This is where he wants to take it. This is where he wants to go. This is this man's vision, his image. That they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So again, what you seeing over there across the pond is going to come over here, because this is all a part of the beast. This is all a part of the empire. This is all a part of what? The extended leg of the Roman Empire, which the American Empire is the head of. It is the whore. Once again, America is the whore, Babylon the Great, the whore that rideth upon the beast. And that beast represents what? EU, NATO, EU. However you want to cut it, slice it. Verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Who has power to give life unto the image of the beast? Who controls the American Empire? Who controls NATO, EU? Who heaven are you living in? You're living in Esau, Edom, Idumea, the so-called YT man, Mr. Mayonnaise, Red Boy. He has the power to give life unto this image of the beast, and he's bringing it forth. Yo, you people out here thinking this capitalistic society gonna continue on? No, he's finna switch the whole system. It's gonna go to a beast system. Yeah, a digital. You hear him talk about it all the time, man. We going digital. Cashless society. That is the what? That is the image of the beast. That the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You see that? Yeah, it's going to get that real out here. It's going to get to the point that if you don't want to go along with society, if you don't want to go along with receiving this beast, going along with this beast system, then it's going to be stated that you should be deleted. You see that? Verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Yeah, he calls of all. Who calls of all? Esau, Edom, Idumea, the so-called YT man, the red boy, the scriptures, Mr. Mayonnaise, the dragon, Lucifer, Satan's counterpart on earth, the devil. Yeah, he calls of all, both small and great. You see that? Whether you are nobody in society or whether you are somebody in society, rich and poor, whether you got buku loads of money or whether you have pennies, free and bond, whether you out walking around with liberties, because none of y'all are free. Once again, whether you are walking around out here with liberty or whether you locked away in a prison, in a jail, bond. You see that? To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that mark is that RFID microchip. Best believe, understand, and know that. You see? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Yeah, and not only will you not be able to buy or sell, hell, according to them, you will not be able to work.
You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
Which means you will not be able to buy or sell because you will not have no money. You see that? And that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark. So you're going to have to receive that RFID chip in order to make it in this man's new system that he's bringing forth. Shout out to all you bugged out Israelites that don't understand this. Or the name of the beast. Yeah, you're going to have to receive that mark, that RFID chip, and then you will be numbered in the system. All right. That's why you will have the name of the beast. Well, your name shall go in the system, shall I say. That's why you will have the name of the beast or the number of his name. And then you will receive a number. And this is how you will be numbered in the system. You see that? So again, you will receive that mark, which is the RFID chip. Then you will You will be named in the system according to the chip that you received. And then your name will receive a number, which is what? A barcode number. So you can be what? Traced like commodity. You will receive the number of his name. Verse 18, here's wisdom. let him that have understanding. Yeah, you got to have, hey, listen, here is wisdom. In order to understand this, you got to have understanding. And in order to understand what's truly happening in these scriptures, yeah, you got to, hey, man, listen, you got to have the oil. You got to have Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, in order to understand what's truly going on in this movie. So you got people out here, they understand a little bit, but they don't really know what's happening. In order to understand the whole totality of the movie, yeah, you got to have Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yeah, you got to be part of the elect and the 1/3. So here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. So when you count something, that means you are considering. So you must consider the number of the beast. You must consider how this system is trying to number you. For it is a number of a man. For this system, this numbering system is of a man. What man? The so-called YT man. And his number is 603 score and 6. Yeah, this man's number is 666. And this is why when you're dealing with his occult, when you're dealing with his fraternities, his favorite number that he loves to deal with, play with, which represents him, is what? 666. Shalom.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
You like to touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's all in the chip, so I use it like to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks. Exactly. So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first blip my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the fridge.
Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future.
Install ingrain procedure with local anesthetic and you're good to go.
In Sweden, the microchips are already here.
The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards.
Which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden.
No cash.
At this tech fair, a chipping event for those on the cutting edge, merging their hands with this new technology.
I thought it would be fun, right?
The process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete. As for the pain,
I barely felt it.
But even in this nation of early adopters, not everyone is racing to get chipped.
Feel less human. I will feel like a robot.
I think, it's so much more data can go into this, when it's in your body.
There's no central registry tracking how many people are chipped, but biohacker Hannes Wellblood estimates between 5,000 and 10,000.
In the future, do you think everyone is going to be chipped?
I think it'll be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality. Sarah Harmon, NBC News, Stockholm.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.